my lab coat go? This has to be here somewhere. I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere right now. It's time for class. I forgot to spike my hair this morning. So today's lecture is on the Mediterranean diet. I don't really like the term diet. What does that exactly mean? Is it a lifestyle change? Is it temporary? You know, we'll get into those claims, but it's a simple equation really. Calories in, calories out. If you consume more than you expend, you're going to gain weight. If you expend more than you consume, you're going to lose weight. And if you consume as much as you expend, you're going to stay the same. So that's what I think about a diet. And today's lecture is on the Mediterranean diet, and we'll get into a couple claims. So this is an overview of the Mediterranean diet. It claims to be heart healthy, and we'll get into those claims a little bit, what exactly that means. Huge emphasis on fruits and vegetables, basis of every meal consume vegetables. Thank you for joining us. The diet also emphasizes your healthy fats, unsaturated, stays away from your saturated fats, limits your red meat, again, goes with the unsaturated fats versus saturated, which we've learned in here before, so you should know the difference. Also, fish a couple times a week, omega-3s, omega-6s, we've learned about those too, so you should remember. And it also claims to have red wine, you can have that 1 or 2 glasses a day, and we'll get into those claims, why they say red wine's good for you. This is the pyramid for the Mediterranean diet. As you can see at the top, meats and sweets. So kind of limit your consumption of soft batch cookies, and Mountain Dew really isn't the best thing for the diet. It also emphasizes fruits and vegetables, like we mentioned, gets all your different vitamins, minerals through them. Fish and seafood, they have your healthy fats, protein, poultry, egg, cheese, yogurt. Your dairy, you have calcium, we talked about what that does in the body, all those different minerals. So the Mediterranean diet pyramid, at the top you have your meats and sweets. Yeah, I love sweets. Back when I was at Ohio Northern, study for tests, I'd have like a pack of soft batch cookies. It got so bad. Yeah. So for the exam, I might ask you an example of a good source of a fruit or vegetable or fish.
Yeah.
I'd be familiar with this whole pyramid.
Yeah.
So you might want to know this.
Yeah.
So does anyone have any questions so far? Lindsay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to bulk up, build muscle. Should I include some protein shakes with this diet?
I'm glad you asked that. We covered proteins before, and bodybuilding and protein, it's kind of a myth, but I have a video to show on it. Does anyone know how to work this? Anyone?
No.
So one study recently published talked about NFL players on the Mediterranean diet, and really no surprises with what the study found. For example, Brian Hoyer, greatest quarterback ever, he follows the diet. No real surprise there. Really effective. You know who doesn't follow the diet? Andy Dalton. Didn't help them all last week. So, the results, they speak for themselves. That's what you get if you don't follow the Mediterranean diet. Browns are in first place. Best times of my life. Austin?
Is that why the Browns haven't won a division championship since 1989?
Doesn't matter. The study was just this year, so you can't account for the past. So this year it matters. Browns are in first place. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I told you, Austin, it's a simple equation. Calories in, calories out. That's all it comes down to. So back to the Mediterranean diet, the pathways. Who remembers the different pathways? You had me in human phys, which I think is everyone in here, you should remember this. Bueller. Does anyone know what the CA stands for? Anybody? You had this in Human Phys last semester. I had you guys.
What if Dr. Nelson taught the class?
So I kind of had an idea that you guys wouldn't remember what the pathways are. So,
I think he curls.
are you guys okay back there?
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. So, since I'm a nice guy, for the bonus, or for the final, I'm going to give you a bonus. Do you have a presentation on a Mediterranean diet? Pick a little topic, give a 2 or 3 minute presentation, make it informative, make it fun, and present right before the final. I'll give you a little bonus. I'm such a nice teacher. You guys are lucky to have me.
We have to show those things off.
So good. I have like 12 of these a day. So good.
Man, I really can't find anything on the Mediterranean diet.
God, I just hate this project. They're all so stupid. Guys, I think we need help. Oh.
But where could we find you?
Not even trying right now.
Hey, Dr. T.
What's up, guys?
Hey, about that presentation, we need some help. So is there any way you can help us out?
Yeah, I'll just email you. You know, I'm always good about emailing you right back. So
Yeah, you are.
Check your email in like 10 minutes, and you'll have it. So
10 minutes?
yeah.
When are you leaving here?
Who knows? We'll see. But you'll have it in 10 minutes. Promise.
When are you gonna start doing some squats?
I don't lift weights.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, so we're presenting on the Mediterranean diet.
And we have 8 simple factors that go into the Mediterranean diet.
Well, the diet recommends a high intake of plant foods.
They're minimally processed and in season.
Olive oil is the primary source of dietary fat.
Diet recommends moderate to low intake of dairy products.
If you are going to consume dairy in the Mediterranean diet, it should be yogurt and cheese.
Moo! Holy cow, did you hear that? In regards to meat, the diet recommends moderate intake of poultry.
And a little to no red meat. Wine is consumed frequently in moderate amounts,
And it is consumed with meals.
but only if you're 21.
Be safe, kids. You generally don't consume more than 4 egg yolks per week when on this diet, though.
They don't consume a lot of concentrated sweets.
Like soft batch cookies.
Or Mountain Dew.
The diet recommends fish at least once a week, but eating it more than that is alright. Most diets, they like to claim that after mere weeks of use, that you'll go from this to this. But that's not plausible. It takes a negative energy balance and time.
A negative energy balance is when you take in less calories than you expend, resulting in weight loss.
The rate of weight loss for this diet is generally 1 to 2 pounds per week for the first 4 to 12 weeks.
After that, you can lose up to a half a pound or a pound a week, depending on factors such as exercise.
This is what it looks like from up here.
Yeah, I can see why he sets up here. And I can see why he plays with these. These things are awesome.
I wish I had one.
I got you one.
Oh my god! Alright, this diet does not limit any of the bioenergetic pathways, which are the glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain.
Because it doesn't really limit any macronutrients, such as carbs, fats, and proteins. Keeping the flow.
Alright, so 3 very important components of the Mediterranean diet are fish, olive oil, and red wine. The Mediterranean diet is one of the few diets that recommends alcohol consumption. Mind you, the Mediterranean diet does recommend alcohol consumption in moderation. A lot of people know that a glass of red wine is good for you, but let's talk about why. Grapes and other plants have a polyphenol compound called resveratrol in them. Obviously, grapes are used in the making of red wine, therefore red wine will actually contain resveratrol. Many studies have shown that android adiposity is linked to cardiovascular disease. This is because visceral adiposity increases the presence of interleukin-6, which is associated with atherosclerosis. According to one study, resveratrol actually works to reduce adipogenesis, which ultimately reduces cardiovascular disease risk. Besides red wine, fish is another very important component of the Mediterranean diet. Fish is consumed in moderation in the Mediterranean diet, and it's known for its healthy lipid profile and high protein content. Fish is known to contain a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. One study found that the omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA actually work to inhibit thrombogenesis as well as pro-inflammatory pathways. Omega-3 fatty acids have also been shown to function in the reduction of blood pressure as well as omega-3 fatty acids have also been shown to function in the reduction of blood pressure, as well as the improvement of endothelial function. The last Mediterranean diet staple that I'm going to talk about is olive oil. One study found that the phenolic compounds in olive oil have anti-inflammatory properties. In this study, they actually gave arthritic mice polyphenol extract. The results that they observed were decreased cartilage degradation and joint swelling. As you can see, olive oil suppresses pro-inflammatory pathways, but olive oil also functions in cardiovascular health. One study found that the polyphenol-rich olive oil lowered triglycerides as well as LDL cholesterol.
Food from plant sources are very nutrient dense and have many health benefits. The literature discussed the high amount of phytochemicals in fruits and vegetables. Phytochemicals are known to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Some of the prominent phytochemicals include vitamins C and E, and also folate, carotenoids, and polyphenols. Ultimately, these phytochemicals ensure that there are no errors in DNA replication or repair. These errors are known to lead to the formation of cancer. Another recommendation the diet makes is consumption of whole grains. Some good sources of these include bread, pasta, and rice. The literature highlighted whole grains for their high amounts of dietary fiber, as opposed to the low amounts of dietary fiber in refined grains. These fibers are known to improve feelings of fullness and may help prevent colorectal cancers. Because whole grains are more filling, consumption is associated with weight loss, lower BMI, and lower visceral adiposity. The Mediterranean diet doesn't completely eliminate any nutrient groups, but it does have some limitations. The diet only allows for about 3 to 4 servings of red meat a month. Cardiovascular disease is often associated with red meats and other processed meats. This is cited as the main reason for this limitation in the diet. One study found that between red meat, fish, and poultry, red meat was the most related to the occurrence of a coronary event. My Plate Harvard edition also limits red meats, but does not specify the amount associated with this limitation. However, the Mediterranean diet is very strict with serving sizes and also even pushes to eliminate red meats.
All right, so that's been the Mediterranean diet. I hope you guys have all learned something because it's been a fun diet to talk about. Now, if any of you have any questions, I can write it up on the board. Let me grab my pen. Oh, that's the plastic stapler. Well, I'm grabbing that. Nope, metal stapler. That's not it. Definitely not it. Nope. There it is. To the left, right there. Yes, yep, there it is. Got bad me. Bad. I don't know why I did that. All right. So, any questions?